Hey, you need a ride, Cole?
Yeah.
All right. Cole Elshere. Who would have thought you were just standing on the side of the road in the cold? Hitchhiking here. Buckle up, I drive like crap. What are you up to, man?
Oh, just enjoying some Oklahoma weather.
Yes, to me, Oklahoma weather, you never know what you're going to get within the hours of the day. Maybe some hail, maybe a tornado, maybe some sunshine. Just don't ever know. Not way different than the South Dakota weather, huh?
Yeah, South Dakota only has one weather, and that's wind. So.
Gotcha. Well, you got some money last night, 1/3.
Yep.
Nice. So how does that work in the draft with the WCRA? Now you get to draft your second round horse tonight. So how does that work? You get to pick third?
I get first pick from coming in first.
Oh, okay.
So, and then it kind of depends on how we do this, these today, I guess, and how the average shakes out on who gets to pick first coming into short round. So
gotcha. So so talking about coming into first, that has a big impact on nomination and picking the right rodeos to where you get those points to be at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, especially in the rough stock, being able to pick the animal that fits you, and there's always the more elite animal in the pen that's a higher chance of winning, and so being able to come in first, get first draft pick, that's a big advantage, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And like winning the 2021 Cowtown Christmas Championship, again, picking the horse that you thought was maybe a point or two above the next horse has huge impact on your success.
Right. Yep. And a lot of us are different sizes and shapes, and so are the horses. And
right.
So I'll pick something small and flashy where some of them other guys won't get along with that horse because they're maybe a big strong guy, and that horse ain't gonna perform for them. So
one thing that happens when you catch a ride with me is we do a little singing, little cowboy karaoke. Not sure if you're into that or not, but I did get a playlist here, and your number one top pick is Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
So is there a story behind that, or?
Well, it's Christmas was just a few weeks ago,
right.
And I have a 3-year-old daughter, so we've been listening to Frosty the Snowman a lot. And she just loves the part about the 2 eyes made out of coal, and she pokes fun at me, and every time she sings it, she waits for me to say, "Hey," before she'll continue to sing it, because she wants to get that good burn in. So.
Oh, that's great. Nothing of that. You gotta love everything about a kid's imagination, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna need you to belt it though. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you belt it when you sing it with her.
I let that be her job. She's the one that belts it. But.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to do it. I'm usually backup, so
okay.
Let's get this going. All right. And I'm gonna say hey when you say Cole.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
Hey!
Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know that he came to life one day.
This old Bing Crosby, you sound just like him, Cole.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got a talent with Frosty the Snowman. Do you let your daughter just sing it and you kind of just roll with it? Or?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the punchline so that I can bring that smile to her face. So.
So WCRA's been a big player in your career. You get to nominate any rodeo you go to if you want, and have a chance to come to these major events.
Yeah, WCRA has been great. It kind of fits my rodeo style, and the money's good at them, and the winnings I've made from the WCRA, I've paid for the pickup that I travel in and take my family with to all these rodeos. So it's been a great thing for me and my family.
Well, just a little over $58,000 in earnings here at WCRA, and if you average that compared to how many events you've been to, and anybody that's rodeoed or kind of understands it, it's a pretty good average if you go to 10, 15 majors and win $58,000.
Yeah, and I bet I haven't even been to that many. It's paid out really well. Like you say, it's very efficient to be able to just go for a weekend to one place, win big checks, and be able to wait and then later in the season hit another one. Or the fact that if you have an injury and you have to sit out a segment, you can still come in top the next segment.
Right.
That plays a big factor in the rough stock, because injuries are a big part of it.
Well, we're gonna. This is a fun song for me that you picked. I think it's great. But Cowgirls Don't Cry. So let's belt this one out.
All right.
And then I'm gonna ask the meaning behind this one when we get done.
Okay.
Old Brooks and Dunn and a Reba McEntire song. You can't go wrong with either one of those.
Her daddy gave her first pony and taught her to ride. She's laying high in that saddle. I don't know how many times he taught her a lesson that she learned. Maybe a little too well. Cowgirls don't cry. Ride, baby, ride. Lessons in life are gonna show you in time. Soon enough, you're gonna know why. It's gonna hurt every now and then. It all gets back on again. Cowgirls don't cry.
So I gotta ask you, this song has some meaning, I imagine.
Yeah, my daughter again. She loves this song and she's been singing it since she was 2, and it's just kind of on repeat at her house as well. And it has a lot of meaning to this song, just about the rodeo life in the cowboy world. We live on a ranch, and she ranches. Her mom ranch right along with me, and you do have to be tough, and I think that's part of the the life that we're gonna be bringing her up in, is that rodeo mentality and that cowboy up, and Cowgirls Don't Cry.
Well, and you nailed it right there. The toughness of our sport, the toughness of our livelihoods, really, growing up on a ranch. And a lot of people, I'm going to talk about your wife now, a lot of people don't realize what your wife has to go through while you're gone rodeoing and she's on the ranch with your daughter and taking care of things. And to me, that is an impressive story in itself, just what women have to go through while their husbands are out on the rodeo trail.
Oh yeah, they're the anchor that keeps us able to go, or keeps us going, and she loves rodeoing as much as I do, and loves going out on the road. And last year in May, our Herefords cab, and my wife and my daughter was 2 at the time, they stayed home and they cabbed them cows by themselves while I went rodeoing, trying to earn some points in the standings.
Well, I know one thing we've talked about is how in the industry and how rodeo has changed, and considerably changed in payout.
Yes.
Whether you talk about how Houston pays, San Antonio, Fort Worth, the American WCRA events, and how that has impacted the livelihoods of cowboys. And those things you could look at the world standings going into national finals. When I started making the finals, it took 40-some thousand. Now, in the steer wrestling's probably still the lowest, and it's like 80,000. But bronc riding and all the rough stock, man, you gotta win over 100 grand just to get qualified to the national finals.
Yeah, it was 125,000 this year to qualify. I've been going to pro rodeos. This will be my 15th year, and so I've kind of seen the sport progress as I've been through my career. And like you say, at that earlier stage, it was minivans and 4 guys deep, and just trying to afford to go to the next one. And now we're able to, win more and travel in nicer rigs and
travel differently with your family,
and be able to afford to take the family with. And that's amazing.
We're gonna play another song, and I'm gonna need, this is an old one, real old one. You, the cowboy type you are, I'm sure you know this one. So let's see if we can get you to belt this one out. Yeah?
I think I bet I know that.
To the town of Alfredo rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, a big iron on his hip.
Well, Cole, I don't think we're going to make any money singing.
No, that's a fact.
But I will look forward to watching you make some money in the bronc ride in the next few weeks and for the next year, actually, and get that money won here and at Corpus and wherever you go, man. Best of luck to you.
Thanks. Thank you for the ride.
You bet. Just tip me later when I see you. No worries.
I'll tip you when I win.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. Good luck to you.
Good to see you.
See you, Cole.